Lately I've been thinking a lot about how we can integrate our love for hobbies into our daily lives. Speaking of which, today, I had one of the most incredible experiences. Indeed, Min Soo and I decided to pedal our hearts out around Seoul, taking a cycling tour. You might wonder, another fitness endeavor, Jiwoo? Oh yes, but that's not all. It was not just any cycling tour, it was a foodie's cycling tour. You know how we all love our food as much as we love our biking adventures. We pigged out at each stop, trying one delicacy after another. This food journey on wheels, it was just brilliant. Really, the city looks different when you're pedaling and munching simultaneously. Love this fabulous food and ride fusion. Remember our friend Midori? She was chatting about her interest in pottery. Remember how I said all hobbies are being integrated into our lives? We have our biking and food, Midori has her pottery, and Kiyoshi. Oh, Kiyoshi. He skillfully turns the conversation back to food like always. Our passion for things are so uniquely us, don't you think? Now, the highlight of today's gastronomic cycling journey was definitely the Mandu House in Hongdae. The dumplings there are just out of this world, so good that it would feel like a crime not to share it with you. I suggested a get-together in Seoul to Midori and Kiyoshi. I can see it now, us, our cycles, food quests, and maybe even a dash of art. Like a happy tribe reunion. Doesn't that sound absolutely great? I was sharing this idea on our group chat, and guess what? Both Midori and Kiyoshi are in. Hence, unofficially, our beautiful plan is in motion. You should join this mini adventure too. Picture us, pedaling through the streets of Seoul, hopping from one eatery to another, and just having a blast. I can feel the excitement. Let's make this a real thing. And remember what Midori quoted today. Silly but seems just right for this plan. Art is not a mirror to reflect reality, but a hammer with which to shape it. So my friend, let's hammer some epic fun into our reality. One bite and one bike ride at a time. Midori, it's fascinating how you've been trying mindful sketching to cope with work pressure. I'm always amazed at how art and creativity can provide therapy in ways we don't even realize at first. It's a bit like running for me. It's my lifeline. It's not just about fitness. It allows me to clear my head, to focus. So yeah, I can totally understand why sketching is helping you unwind. Must try it sometime. Talking about ways to unwind, did I mention about my recent get-together with old friends Hana, Kim Sung-jae, and Song Joon-ki? Yeah, I had invited them over for a cozy jigsaw puzzle-solving night. Remember we were talking about integrating our hobbies into our daily lives? Well, this was my spin on that. Since we all love board games and puzzles, it seemed like the perfect idea for a fun night in. And let me tell you, it was quite an evening. Long forgotten were the passing hours as we were all too engrossed in our respective puzzles, trying to fit the pieces together. There was a lot of laughter and creative exchanges. Just the kind of night I needed. So I've been wondering, when are we catching up next? We have our unfinished game of Scrabble to take forward. And your new mindful sketching routine sounds like a fun thing to try. Maybe it's time we keep our gourmet adventures on hold and explore these creative pursuits instead. What say you? Got to stop here for now. Got a new project design I need to wrap up. Remember our chat about hobbies becoming a part of our daily routine? Well, I had quite the experience today expanding my horizon. No, it wasn't through food or even biking this time. I took a little detour and decided to enjoy a peaceful evening under the open sky. I invited my new acquaintances, Alex and Bella, for a stargazing session at the Han River Park. Yeah, you heard that right. Stargazing by the Han River. I've noticed this tranquility about the calm waters regularly during my runs, so it sparked this idea. The vast open sky, the calm of the river, and the serenity of the stars all seem to be begging to be bathed in our gaze. And going by how wonderful it felt, you bet I'll be doing it more often. Nothing beats good company under the clear night sky, you know. It's a kind of quiet calm, a serene feeling. Alex and Bella were thrilled by the idea, and we ended up having a great time. You'd be surprised how differently you see the world when you're lying on your back, looking up at the countless stars. Made me realize how insignificant our worries and stresses are in the grand scheme of things. I also mentioned it to Midori and Kiyoshi in our group chat. Turns out, stargazing has quite a fan following. You should have seen Kiyoshi's enthusiasm over the idea. Makes me think this could be our new thing, blending our love for calmness and camaraderie with the allure of the night sky. Makes you think, doesn't it? How the quietness of the night sky can bring us closer. Oh, and speaking of our group chat, you won't believe the laugh riot we had. So I claimed there was a space burger, and the reaction was priceless, both from Midori and Kiyoshi. Ah, the joys of lighthearted banter with friends, always good to share a laugh.